The missiles being launched, well, on one of the missiles that was launched last night from Iran at US and Israeli interests had a message written on it. That message was for the girls of Minab school. The picture of that missile is on the screen right now. It's written in the local language there, which says that Iran is now retaliating, attacking US and Israel because of the attack on the Minab elementary school, which resulted in the death of hundreds of young girls between the age of 7 and 11. The human cost of the war is, of course, rising at this point of time, with both the sides attacking each other, and of course, the Minab school bombing has perhaps shown how the worst mass casualty event of the Iran war has unfolded at this point of time. That's the visual of that missile, in which the Iranian officials have written that this missile, which we are launching from the soil of Iran towards US and Israel. Remember, Iran has been not just attacking Israel, Tel Aviv and other cities in Israel, but it has also been attacking various countries in the Gulf region, to name some: Kuwait, Oman, Saudi Arabia, UAE and even Bahrain. But this missile clearly said that we are taking a revenge, we are avenging the death of various girls who were killed in that elementary school. Aditya, of course, we were talking about how the Minab school bombing has turned out to be the worst mass casualty, but that was written on the missile, that this missile is for the girls of Minab. Talk to us more about how tensions are only ratcheting up when it comes between Israel and Iran, with, of course, Iran clearly saying that there will be no diplomacy, and Trump also saying that it's too late for any talks with Iran.
Well, yes, it's a humanitarian crisis that is engulfing the entire region. And of course, the civilians in all these areas, be it in Israel, be it in Iran, or even the larger Middle East, are bearing the brunt of this entire development. In the Minab elementary school episode, it was a naval base that was under attack by the US Air Force. But instead of the naval base, one of the missiles hit the elementary school, in which 168 innocent girls and civilians were killed in a most brutal fashion. There has been condemnation coming in from the United Nations on this as well, as many other countries as well. But there is a missile that was launched last evening towards Israel and towards US bases, which had a message which clearly said that this is for the girls of Minab. So very emotional, very powerful scenes being witnessed in the funeral that happened yesterday of these Minab girls. What was their crime, really, is the question. And will Donald Trump or Netanyahu respond to that as well? These are questions that are going to haunt the entire Middle East for a very, very long time, of how missiles from both sides in many cases are also hitting civilian areas, critical infrastructure, and innocent lives are being lost in this deadly war over the past 7 days. So we had the Iranian Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs speaking in New Delhi, mocking Donald Trump and hitting out at the US administration. Similar scenes were witnessed in Tehran, where the foreign minister of Iran also hit out at US. They are not ready for talks or a ceasefire. They're saying that they are ready for any kind of a ground invasion from US, and they will hit out hard, and there will be consequences for US and Israel as well. So a strong message from Iran. But the bigger question is, how long will this humanitarian crisis continue, and how long will this war continuously ravage and lead to devastation in the area?
Right, Aditya, of course, stay with us. We'll come back to you in our next breaking news as well. All right, the UN Rights Chief Volker Turk has now urged quick probe accountability after deadly Iran school attack. The United Nations Rights Chief has stressed that there is perhaps need for impartial investigations into, of course, the strike on that school in Iran, the Minab elementary school, which killed hundreds of young girls between the age of just 7 and 11. The UN Rights Chief has also perhaps urged the US to move very quickly with its announced probe. At this point of time, Iran has blamed Israel and the United States of America for the war and for the death of all those young girls in Minab. But that's the UN Rights Chief, whose name is Volker. He's now asked, Volker Turk, he's now asked for probe, he's now asked for accountability, and also about urging both the sides to end this war.